I seek justice. Denied.
Baby.
Enjoy this great game.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Humm Baby Baseball channel. And today, well, as expected, as predicted, didn't take a genius to figure out what was going to happen when the players made that 114 game proposition, full prorated salaries that even included that if the season ended early, they were still going to have to get paid, but they gave them a couple years, with interest. And not only did they reject it, they didn't even send a counteroffer, and they said they're not going to send a counteroffer. I think that they're like, we're so far apart, just forget it. And, while I've been defending the players, and a lot of people are defending the players in this whole deal, it does have to be realized that there's going to be no fans in the ballpark, and owners are businessmen first and foremost. Businessmen, businesswomen, they got one primary goal, and that is ching ching. Jumping into the article, MLB has rejected the players' offer for a 114-game regular season with no additional salary cuts and told the union it did not plan to make a counter-proposal, sources confirmed to ESPN. Players made their proposal Sunday, up from an 82 regular game season in management's offer last week. Opening day would be June 30th. The regular season would end October 31st. Nearly 5 weeks after the September 27th conclusion that MLB's proposal stuck to from the season's original schedule, which made sense to me. I mean, I know that they're talking about the second wave, which might be bullcrap. Maybe there will be no second wave. I have no idea. But I'm just saying the MLB owners do not want to risk starting a season and not having a playoff, not having a world champion. That would really suck. And I agree that would completely suck. So I can see where they're coming from there. But the players, I don't think they're really worried about it. They just want to cash in, get their payday, and get their pay for every single game that they play. They don't profit off how many people are in the stands. They don't profit off anything. They profit off their contract that states how many dollars they're going to get, and it's usually quite a bit of freaking dollars. And here's it. MLB told the union it has no interest in extending the season into November when it fears a second wave of the coronavirus could disrupt the postseason and jeopardize $787 million in broadcast revenue. And there is talk about possibly as little as 50 games. It has not formally proposed that concept, but that's what we've been hearing about. What do you think of a 50-game season? Let me know below. What do you guys think of a season that short? I've heard lots of people on Twitter and on YouTube in the comments talking about, if it's 50 games or 60 games or 40 games, just forget it, cancel the season. Now, I feel like if you can get in a 50-game season, I think it'd actually be pretty interesting. Now, maybe I'm biased as a Giants fan because right now, if your team is not very good, you would probably benefit from a shorter season or potentially benefit. In a 50-game season, literally any team could make the playoffs. From the Marlins to the Pirates, the Giants, the Orioles, the Mariners, any team. Mid-tier teams can make it, whether it's the Rangers, doesn't matter who it is, the Padres, they all got a legit shot in a 50-game season. Take the Giants last season. Oh, it's terrible, right? 2019 Giants, no good. Guess what? They were the best team in baseball in July. They tore it up in July. That's 31 days. That would be the majority of a 50-game season. Giants would have easily made the playoffs. Teams and players hope to start the season in ballparks with no fans, and teams say they would sustain huge losses if salaries are not cut more. The sides agreed to a deal March 26, we remember that, in which players accepted prorated salaries in exchange for $170 million in advances and a guarantee that if the season is scrapped, each player would get 2020 service time. It sounded like a really good deal, and I was really happy about it. I made a video about it at the time. So whenever it's time to play, we play. They already got an agreement. I was very impressed. How could they not account for the fact that there probably would not be fans in the ballpark? I mean, that seemed obvious at the time. We all were talking about that potential. I think it just mentioned something like briefly and very vaguely, and that's why they're arguing about it. It's so ridiculous. That should have been all figured out already, and now we got to deal with this, and they're so far apart. It's crazy. But yeah, as far as the 50-game season, like I said, I mean, I would not hate it. I think in a way it's kind of exciting. You hit the ground running. Every game means so much. It would be insane if the Giants get off to a hot start, even 7-3, 8-2. It's like, holy cow, we're 1/5 of the way through the season. Giants might be in first place or definitely in a playoff spot. So, and that's just the Giants. That applies for every team. Now, if you're a Dodgers fan or you're a Yankees fan, you might prefer the longer season because you have a better chance, I would think, to go ahead and make the playoffs because let's just face it, the Dodgers, teams like that, pretty much, unless they have major injury issues, are going to make the playoffs in a 162-game season. But in a 50-game season, teams go in slumps. Teams struggle. And not to say the Giants might not. They might go 10-40 on a 50-game season and be just terrible. You just never know. But that's just it. You never know in baseball, especially in a short season. Don't get me wrong. I would never want this to be the norm at all. I'm just saying, for a one-year thing, go ahead and knock it out and try to get the season through and get a world champ. I mean, I think it'd be a lot of fun, but maybe I'm wrong. That's just me. Just want to see some baseball at the end of the day, to be quite honest. 50, 70, 80, 100, 114. Let's get it on. But anyway, MLB did mention something about how they want to continue negotiating. I guess they just don't want to make an official offer right now. They don't want to make another proposal because I think they feel like it's getting nowhere. We're so far apart, we need to just discuss this. But it's been said that the discussions have been very heated so far. So I'm not, I know I got some commenters. You guys are funny. Hey, man, Eric, stop being negative, bro. You guys are completely right. I don't like being negative. It's not my, maybe I am kind of negative, but I don't want to be negative. I'm just honest. I'm just blatant and we'll say how it is, even if it's bad. And that includes predictions. That includes when I talk about the Giants. I've offended a lot of Giants fans. Talking about, man, every video you got to talk about how this ain't the Giants' year. I don't mean to do it. I really don't. But when I'm talking Giants, sometimes I do have to mention, it's probably not a Giants' year. But in a 50-game season, maybe it will be. You never really know. But I love the Giants. I love the roster right now, especially when we're talking about the minor leagues, which is not going on. It's probably going to be completely canceled. I finally heard from the minor league team that I have season tickets from, and they told me, yeah, you want your money back or you want to use the tickets next year. And so it looks like we're not going to have a minor league season, which we already knew, but we're definitely not, and probably not going to have a big league year in my opinion, but I hope I'm wrong on that. I hope they can figure something out. What do you guys think below? Who are you siding with right now, the owners or the players? I mean, I understand both sides. I really do. From the players' perspective, hey, we already came up with a deal. We deserve our prorated salary. Let's go. Let's get it on. And the owners are like, no. No fans in the stands. We're here to make money. This is a business. We're not here for pleasure. We're not here so you guys can play baseball and have fun. We're here to make
money.
And so when you got no revenue coming in from tickets, and you got no revenue coming in from concessions, and you got no revenue coming in from the team store, you got none of that coming in, then I could certainly understand why, hey, they're very hesitant to get this thing going and pay them their prorated salary. I wish they would just do it because I know they're billionaires. They will survive. They'll be fine. They'll be stronger for it. So will baseball if they can figure something out. We need to get it going. I ain't going to yell because I know some people wear headphones. So you guys have a great day. Hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up button, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think of the situation. What do you think of MLB saying, forget that, we're going to decline and we're not sending a counter offer? What do you guys think? It doesn't sound like good news to me, but I'm holding out hope. Even though I don't predict it's going to happen, I'm holding out hope, okay, that we see baseball very, very soon. You guys have a great day, and I'm going to talk to you next time. See ya!
When the Giants come to town, it's bye-bye, baby. Every time the chips are down, it's bye-bye, baby. History's in the making at Oracle Park.